Well, hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the final week of November, the 23rd through the 29th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and of course, I have a guiding card for you. Your guiding card for the month has been the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups reminding you that the lessons you've learned in past relationships are just as valid today as they were when they happened, right? So pay attention to what you learned from those relationship situations, the good ones and the not so good ones, and you'll better understand where you're going and how things are going, all right? Who you can trust, who you can't trust. You'll at least have a concept, a history to rely upon to tell you what's likely to happen, okay? So paying attention to that will be important throughout the rest of this month, all right? So I have a couple of messages from my guides for you. My guides are talking about how it's important for all 12 signs to stay focused and stay busy. So a lot of things are going on out here, and we want to make sure that we don't let this noise slow us down from our true focus, because whatever we do in our lives, whether we're a bus driver, we're a realtor, or somebody who's doing great things with computers, the fact is, if we don't stay focused on what we do, we're kind of a cog in the wheel. And if we don't keep doing what we're supposed to do, things slow down or stop and get kind of kooky, right? There's a lot of kooky out there already, and so we're trying to stay out of that kooky situation by staying focused on what we have to do ourselves, all right? So if we stay focused and stay busy, we can process this information at our leisure, but we want to make sure it doesn't slow us down or stop us from moving forward, okay? The other thing to know is that we are also needing to work on our personal bonds with family and friends and just our relationships in general, whether it's our personal relationships or friend relationships. We want to make sure that they're strong. We want to have those deep, meaningful conversations with the people that matter to us, and make sure that we are on the same page so that we can have that little fuzzy cloak of family, friends, and other people that are our close compadres that will be in support of us no matter what's going on in the noise, right? So we'll feel supported and we'll feel like we have a safe haven within our people, whether we're here or far, here this close together or this far apart, okay? I think that'll be very helpful to all of us to have that personal closeness with our posse, so to speak. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these cards. We have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I'm going to go ahead and get one of these Morgan-Greer Tarot cards to give us a mystery card. All right, I do like the backs of these cards, they're fun. All right, so what do we have here? What do we need for our beautiful Gemini for this week? Right there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set these aside over here. Now we'll set this over here and let Woody keep an eye on it. All right, he's a good guy, he's taking good care of things. We'll now add these cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, Illuminated Tarot. There's lots of words, gotta go with it. All right, cool. All right, perfect. So let's talk about what's going on for the 23rd through the 29th. The Queen of Wands. We have a like-minded lady person, feminine energy person, who's very much so grounded and easygoing, and definitely a sister from another mister, or maybe a real sister, never know. And this person will be coming together with you, keeping things moving in the right direction and getting things going. So you have a compadre, a partner, somebody who will be very supportive of your vision and very helpful in making that happen. Very cool. Good to have support, and you have support. Yay! There is the old 5 of Cups. Got a double whammy on the 5 of Cups. Remembering those lessons from the past, or realizing you can't fix, change, or alter some situations. Some things are just going to go the way they're going to go. And you're going to do the best you can with what you got. And yeah, so some people may not be reliable. Someone may have said, oh, I'm going to bring a ham. And remember, we talked earlier this month about having a 3-headed dog, right? You want to make sure that if one head dies, you got 2 heads left. So hopefully you weren't putting all your eggs in the one basket with one ham and no other proteins for this shindig. But you're definitely needing to realize somebody's not pulling their weight in that moment, and you need to have something else to pick up the pay, pick up the slack, okay? So be prepared to have other things that need to pick up slack, okay? And of course, the 8 of Swords is showing that you're feeling like you want to be more in charge of the situation, like something about this isn't, I'm not feeling 100% in control of what's going on, it's driving me crazy. Maybe it's your guest of honor is calling some shots that are making everything else kind of, she's upending some of your plans because she's creating her own agenda without talking to you first because you've already created the agenda. Maybe she needs to be looped in from the start on all of the things that were going on, you know? Maybe she should be on the text chain, right? Let her be informed about who's doing what, and then she'll be on page instead of out of the loop and making her own plans. This card here is talking about what's blocking you. You're not getting any information right now about ways to make more money. It's not, you're feeling like nobody's paying attention to the cost of things or whatever. You're not able to ask people to give you money right away. That's like, the cost of the whole thing is starting to add up in your mind, and you're like, geez, how do I negate this cost for myself? But now isn't the time to fight about it, okay? Let it be, just let it ride for now, and trust that if you put up a donation box or something like that, it'll be a more passive-aggressive, I guess. Not really passive-aggressive, but you're certainly saying, hey, a little money towards this situation would be great. Thanks very much. And you might give them the big dollar amount that it cost, and then they'll be like, oh, and they'll do what they're supposed to do. The Page of Wands is here, showing that there will not be anything more for you to learn here. You've learned everything you needed to learn already. 5 of Cups and 5 of Cups. Yep, you've learned everything you need to learn. You're blocked from learning anything new. Apparently whoever's letting you down is the same person who always does. So pay attention to what that means for you, and I'm sorry about that. That's never fun. And of course, the 2 of Wands is showing me that there will not be a doorway that's opening for you. There's like, everything is just going to be what it is. Hopefully everyone's right where they need to be, because there's nothing new showing up. So maybe you guys are just having a chill day, and that's a good thing. Not a bad thing, but it'll be okay. Very nice. Now then, this card here is talking about how what the solution is for you at this time. So yeah, the 4 of Pentacles shows up, showing that the finances will be stabilized. I think that when you put out that donation basket and tell people how much was spent so far on the shindig, people will automatically realize they want to put money in, and they'll put some money into the basket, and pretty soon you'll realize, oh, look, this isn't so bad. I've got a little something here, and I've got a little something here. Nice. So you're not going to be 100% out, and that is good news. You probably will have spent a little bit more than you expected, but at the same time, you're not taking it all on yourself. That is very good news. 7 of Swords has shown up again. You will be delegating situations to people, having other people take care of different stuff. You are not going to do the cleanup all by yourself. You will have certain things you do and other things you do not do. So, huzzah! Good for you. You are taking good care of yourself. You're not in a position to carry the weight, and that is a good thing. There will only be certain people who can handle various things like leftovers and other stuff. So figure it out and just divvy it up, right? It doesn't have to be all on you. And of course, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is here reminding you the whole purpose of all of this was family love. Was family love coming together in a big gathering to have family love. So Gemini, we need to refocus. It isn't always about the job or the pushing the pulling and the cleaning up and all the setting up and the shutting down and all of that. It's about the people being together, right? So if you don't keep that focus, things get a little hanky. So remember to stay focused on the overall, which is family love in one place at one time, and everybody feeling that love, and that's a good thing, okay? I really, really love that for you. That's going to be very cool, okay? And now let's go ahead and get you one of these beautiful, lovely Path of the Soul cards, because they are so very fun and lovely in their own way. All right. Let's get you a card. I think that one. All right. So, what did we get? Ooh, footprints. Footprints. Yes, there are footprints in an apple, a peach, or some fruit. But the reality of the duality, they're showing you it's interesting. It's like you're having a foot in both worlds, two sides of a coin. I'm feeling a lot of winter and fall, or winter and spring. So there's 2 times when you see a person. There's 2 times when it's all about the pairs, right? The pairs of things, pairs of feet. But I'm feeling that you see people here and you see people here. Maybe that's what this family gathering is referring to, is you see people in seasons. Specific seasons are when you see people, and that's kind of cool. So you can sort of, something you can count on, something that you can appreciate. Keeping your feet solidly on the ground and balanced while you're doing whatever's doing around you. There's this beautiful harvest happening in here. That's what the fruit feels like to me, is that you're harvesting something beautiful that's really kind of special and kind of rare, because it's happening in between seasons, maybe, where you're not necessarily all one thing or all one other thing. But the beauty of this moment is quite remarkable, and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have this joy and this love for yourself as well as other people. So I feel like there's a big warm hug mixed in with this experience of you creating something lovely, beautiful, and yeah, there's duality to it. There's the good and the bad. There's the whole control and the money and the yada yada. But then there's the love. And if you can stay focused here, all of the other stuff will come together in that beautiful fruit. Harvesting perfectly, okay? So I love that. That's a really great card. Let's get this mystery card figured out. Thanks, Woody. Ooh, the 4 of Swords. Huzzah! You have a foundation and power. You're the girl in charge. You are the guy in charge. You are in charge. So take good responsibility for that, but also be a good boss, right? If you're going to delegate things, do it in a kind way. Make sure that they get to have a little creative input, but also make sure they know the exact parameters. Must be decorated. Must be crepe paper. Must not be using tape on walls. Okay, here's push pins. Okay, figure it out. Cool, run. And now you don't have to do anything else. So you see what I mean? You can do this in a very smart way and not have to be all up in the business of doing the do. And make sure, of course, if you see somebody else who steps up to the plate all the time, make sure that they're not buried in all the stuff all the time. Definitely make sure people are delegating and moving around from job to job, so they don't always have to do the same damn thing all the time, to feel like they're fulfilling the obligation that they said they would, right? It's good. It's okay to diversify, and everybody doesn't have to do everything all the time, right? So do make sure there's time for joy and love and happiness. Not always working, right? Sometimes we get caught up in our stuff and we keep on with the working, and we forget to stop and have a beer and chillax. So do that thing you got to do, okay? Excellent. Now we need a pocket full of rocks. Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh my, look at all this. All right, so we have, beauty, beautiful, beautiful. So we have a blue lace agate, 5th chakra stone. We have a blue opal, 5th chakra stone. And we have sapphire, 6th chakra stone. So, blue lace agate is about keeping your calm and cool in your voice at all times, no matter what's going on, okay? Because whatever's going on, it's going to be fine. Whatever's going on, it's going to be fine. So when we let it get into our voice that we're upset, things get a little hanky and everybody else's energy goes crazy. Remember how we had the hematite and we were mirroring back everybody's emotions, including yours? Well, we don't want you to mirror any emotions to these people that will make them feel like, oh no, they're doing it wrong, when they're just doing something that's other than what you expected or hoped for. And you're like, oh, that's interesting. What about da-da-da-da? And you can like offer up other ideas at the same time that will keep them moving in the right direction without telling them what they're doing is wrong, correct? Blue opal is going to be a lovely calming. You're going to be using words that are calming. You're going to be using words that are gentle and kind. This might be in how you handle your guest of honor at your shindig. You may want to be very calm and gentle and healing with your words, making sure that they know that whatever they want is absolutely on the menu, but you want to kind of like, and here's what we have available. Ta-da! So what do you want between all these things? It's not like we're suddenly running out for chicken strips when there's pork and turkey and fish, right? So this is blue sapphire. And blue sapphire is all about a vision from your third eye. If you were to meditate with this stone on your third eye, you would find a vision of the impact you have on the universe. That means like you look, you're pulling yourself way back and you see all the planets and the stars and the moon and all the things happening and swirling, and you can say, look, I'd like to see my energy in the universe. What is my energy in the universe? And you'll start to see a little wisp of maybe some red dust come up off the planet and then swirl all around and encase the planet and then fly off the planet into around the planets and everything else, because your energy is important to the planet, not just to you, okay? It's important to the solar system, not just to you. And so, and the people around you. You're having an impact on the people around you and the people who are in the solar system. So we're all seven removed by 7 steps. So by all means, don't be surprised if you have some impact on those people, okay? You are a beautiful human being and you deserve to be happy, all right? And remember that when it comes to shindigs and family, it's more about the people than it is about the thing, right? And any expectations about the thing didn't necessarily have to be perfect, right? Nothing in this world can be perfect. I learned that from Captain Kangaroo, all right? So let's be clear that you're just as good as you need to be, and that's all that matters, okay? And so is your family, okay? All right, Gemini. So all of this is going on really well. Your family's going to be awesome. Yay! Enjoy the love. The love is what it's all about. And of course, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. If you want to not carry those rocks or carry something else, let me know. Comment below. If you want to talk about the reading, comment below. I'm here for it. It's going to be great. All right. And of course, if you haven't checked at the description box below, there's a link down there where if you go into the label for this video, right below me, there's a little more button at the bottom there, in the bottom corner. Go ahead and hit that button, and then you'll be able to see whoop, a whole bunch of different stuff that's going on. You'll see a list of all the decks that I use, and you can get them on Amazon or Etsy, and they will be available to you. That's super fun. The other thing you'll find is a list of all the fairs that I go to, So you can come on out to a Renaissance fair if I'm in your neighborhood at that time, and we'll do an in-person reading, which will be super fun for both of us. I think we'll have a good time. The other thing, of course, if you can't make it out to the fair, but you really need some information right away, stat, I'm here for you. Go ahead and look for the link to how you can book private readings, and I will be there for you over the phone. All right? We can do an over the phone reading, and I will take good care of you and even send you a photo of the reading at the end. All right? So thank you again so much for being here, and for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You matter to me. Thank you so much. I will talk to you next week all about December. What? I know, we're there. So we'll talk to you then. Thank you.